for the Coles that I didn't wait for the review. Well, he posted a thing on there that he's booked up through August.
There you are.
So by the time you get to a review, assuming they send it to him, it would probably be not till September.
Well,
at the earliest.
If there's a few brownouts between them.
Well, yeah, I was like, everybody's like, well, everybody should buy the Blue Yeti one that I was looking at.
Slow down.
But you know, it's 62 pounds. I mean,
that becomes an issue.
Plus, it's like $1,900, $2,000.
Yeah.
Which is great. It has a little bit more capacity than the other one does, but that has a lot more weight.
Well, not only that,
and the solar panels cost a lot more.
Yes.
I mean, I could get two of the 200 ones for $900 versus one of the 350s for $1,000. I mean, yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense. First time I wasted $1,500.
But it's not a waste. If we have to get by for a while, and the only way we got to charge our phones or whatever is this device, and or charge a handheld. Well, yeah, just say.
Yeah.
Say it's February 15th in the middle of a blizzard or something.
Yeah.
Then okay, we're gonna turn on.
No guarantee that the generator will start.
Well, we're gonna turn on the stove and try to be careful about carbon gas. Well, we're just going to turn on the stove and turn it off every once in a while and let it cool down, and hope that we can get through that period. You know, if we can't, then we'll have to figure something else out.
Has the ability to wirelessly charge too by two mount things on the top.
Right.
Wireless charging is the best charging in the world to do. Actually, it's pretty terrible, actually. But it has the option.
Well, depending on the size of the solar panel, one might be able to put it between the windows.
Well, like they said in there, is if you're outputting less than you're taking in,
you're losing.
Well, no, if you're taking in more than you're using,
then that's good.
Yeah.
But if you were to have a solar panel that would fit in one of the windows facing south, okay, you would protect it from hail and other things. You can mount it vertically too.
Well,
what I'm saying is, say you put it up like that, and you put like some foam pad on the end of the bottom of the window so it didn't get grumpy on the cable. Now, you can charge, as long as there's sunlight, to some degree.
Yeah.
May not be as efficient as being outside.
Yeah.
But if you take the awning down, you're going to get direct, sunlight. So it should do something.
So I was figuring it would sit in Jen's room until we needed it.
Well,
or whatever.
Yeah, but what I was saying is, if you say you rigged up something like you charged it from the south-facing living room window or something like that, that would, and just that would work. May work pretty well actually, because the angle's about right. Okay, if you do it right, and it'll be protected from the weather, so that's a plus. So it's not a bad idea. I've thought about it for a long time. I thought about putting up permanent solar panels on top of the deck, aiming them south, and then either running power cables into the closet when you first come in the door, or leaving big mother deep cycle marine batteries outside and run power in that way. there's problems with all of that, you know. So this eliminates a lot of those problems. You know, so as far as talking to your repeater, we got at least 4 Bofungs that are charged up.
Gas went up again. 459.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous is what it's getting.
Yeah.
We know just who to blame for it too.
China? Russia?
But
Well, that's part of the blame.
he's most of the blame.
Well, not always.
He did things that made it bad intentionally.
Well,
Just like he did
yes,
with the border.
but so did a lot of the other people too.
Right.
If you listen to the ex-Russian president, who's one of their high-level guys now, he says this has been coming for 5 to 7 years. It's been just
The war
coming.
or the energy?
The energy crisis and the food crisis
Okay.
for 5 to 7 years, and everybody's just throwing band-aids on it.
Colonel or somebody on a hill in north or south in the Korean combat that was told, we're totally surrounded, and he said, well, that does simplify things.
I don't have to worry about what direction to attack in.
And if nothing happens, then we have a station for a while.
Well, it's a deployable asset, or or a keep it home asset.
Well, if you discharge it and charge it every day, day after day.
What?
If you discharge it every day
Yeah.
and power it every day, it should last you 10 to 15 years.
Which is probably more than we have to worry
Well,
about.
yeah, 10 to 15 years before you get down to where you only lose the top 20%.
But it's still working.
And then even after that, you still can charge up to 80%.
Yeah. So to me, that's a win-win across. There's no way it's not a win.
No.
MD0CW. Well, and it's intriguing when you listen to Putin's language about, Ukraine was really part of us. It never was or never should have been independent or whatever. And I hear China saying the same thing about Taiwan. That could really get ugly.
Yep. We don't have.
The Germans want to have the largest military in Europe. Some people are already saying, didn't this happen already once?
Yeah, we've been through this game before. I don't know how impressed the Germans are going to be.
Sometimes I think.
Well, Russia's getting invaded by the Russians. I think they'd be pretty happy about it.
Well, they've all been pissing on each other for hundreds of years, if not long. You know. So back when they were riding horses, they were pissing on each other. So you couldn't just get along. No, that would be too
What would happen though is if Germany wants nukes?
Well, they could build one tomorrow.
Yeah, they probably could.
They're smart. They know what they're doing. They've seen our designs. You know. It's not like how to build one is a big secret anymore.
Not really. I mean, if they could do it in the 40s, why can't they do it now?
The Germans were working on it back then.
Yeah, but if they built a bomb in the 40s, they built 3 of them actually in the 40s. You know, if they could do it way back then, why can't they do it now with modern technology?
And make them a lot smaller, more accurate.
Well, yeah,
easier to
but
work with,
even if you made dumb ones.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Make smaller and more efficient. I forgot all about getting something to eat there.
Yeah.
That was a little scary.
Yes, it is.
That would not be a good deal to happen. If they got a window or car, that would be good.
Maybe 0 kilos little. I was driving somewhere in nowhere, Nevada or California or something, back in the early 70s or something like that, on the interstate. And the guy, I looked over at the car next to me, and the tread was separating from the tire. It was kind of floating about an inch or two off of the tire, but still sort of on the tire. And I kept trying to wave this guy down. I finally got him to pull over. And yeah, it's interesting to watch, but not anything pleasant to be near. Okay, nobody cares what John thinks.
With an 18-wheeler or better, with a lot of weight, probably one tire, unless it was in the front of the tractor, would not really create that much of a rub. But you know, if I was driving my little four-wheel thingy, one tire would be kind of crucial.
Yeah, this particular outfit was a small truck, and it was the right front that was getting ready to go.
Sure would want to have real hard grip on the steering wheel at that point. Anyway, Indy 0CW, mobile headed for Hardee's. Get 2 orders of lard and 1 order of cholesterol served hot.
And pepper and gravy.
It might be hot. I had one the other day.
I wonder how long before they do something with some of these millions have been sitting here for years.
Probably waiting to start to sell them, but if they can't sell them, I don't know, tear them down.
Well, at some point it might come to that. They might tear it down and put something else there, but it's about the foot space for what it is.
So Rollington's been sitting there for a long time without anybody in it.
What?
Rollington's been sitting there a long time
Well,
without anybody
React
in
used
it.
to go there, but that's a long time
Yeah, a
ago.
long time ago.
And they were hurting for staff then.
Yeah, that was like 2016, 2017,
Something
around
like
that
that,
time.
yeah.
Right?
Yep. 459. Really want to just slap Joe Biden for many reasons.
Gotta get in line.
Yep. Let's go over and look at this one. We'll get Bobby, go get some pizzas, and I'll try to start working on the roof.
Ask for a kick in any time now. Kind of wish they'd put, well, probably stupid location for a light. Probably be a stupid location for a light.
For what?
A light here. They got a light up there.
Well, it costs money to put lights in.
Yeah, it is.
Now we got a sidewalk here, so,
Well, that's nice.
so we can drive straight into it.
Yeah. Yeah, my back is not happy.
Gophers are running.
Jeez. Well, yeah, actually, I'm gonna just drive in there.
Well, eventually that's all going to become parking,
Yeah.
I think.
Probably.
The ways it was explained to me. But I don't know.
Well, Delta G is the contour of the side there. But It does look good. It's just does remove part of the view though.
Well, once they get the new parking lots in, though, the view will be better. Actually, I think. You know, they'll have curbs up there and all the rest of it. So, big wide sidewalk. It'll be nice. Flying around on the water. Got a funeral to go to at 1 o'clock. They don't have to go to that one. Which is just fine with me.
Oh, is it a Legion funeral?
Well, it's a messed up deal. They wanted to do both the gravesite and the church, and you don't usually get both, but they're making an accommodation because the church doesn't allow guns near the church. But they want the full military honors, both at the church and at the grave. So yesterday we did the grave, today they'll do the full day of the flag again in the church. And Dean and Milo and Steve are giving a reception to the room. Hoping that we can continue to make progress with this clergy that, hey, we're not a bunch of, Neanderthals or anything like that. Well, actually, we are, but that's not the point. Heard of it's 470 down here.
Yeah, well, remember this one's always
but
more
20
expensive.
cents more expensive than
this one's always more expensive for gas than anything else, though. We always know that.
Yeah, but this is like 20 cents.
Yeah, I know. Well, it was always expensiver here than for whatever reason.
And the people buy gas here too.
Yeah, that's a funny thing. Maybe not too much anymore.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, you're probably right.
If you could go down the street just a block or two and get 20 cents cheaper than here, that'd be worth it.
It's not like you're driving 10 miles to get cheaper.
No.
Looks like they blew some foam out of the fire trucks there. It's a wedding.
Was there a lot of people for the Scammon thing?
Oh, yeah, not so bad. Look at the wedding party.
Oh, yeah. It's called cheap wedding.
Well,
that's the cheapest way to do it. Although the one guy was telling me, he says, Well, if you get married anyhow, you got to go down to the courthouse to get your marriage license now. So might as well just have the judge do it for you.
No, well,
because it's cheaper. Well, it's cheaper, and then
yeah.
And then you can have the judge sign off on it.
Well,
because he'd have to sign off for it anyhow.
Yeah, we went down to the courthouse and got the marriage license.
Yeah.
And the day we got married, Pastor Schroeder, who was a chaplain, Lutheran minister, signed it, and so did Marla and somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to have 2 witnesses. I forget who the other witness was.
Your best man?
Might have been, Bob Coggins, probably. But anyhow, it worked out fine. And I preferred the church wedding.
Was Marla the best woman, or whatever they call it?
Well, she was on that
maid of honor,
on something like that. Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. And so was Julie.
Mm-hmm.
But
there had to be a fight.
There was, for me, it was Bob and my other buddy Don Maringo. He was on the SWAT team, and that was, and Dr. whatever his name was. He was a PhD in chemistry, and that's all the people I had on my side of the church.
Oh yeah, because now your family would show up.
Well, there was lots of issues.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take you through the cemetery because
yeah, we didn't get a chance to go through the other day.
Yep. And I found something out interesting the other day. Is that when people put real flowers out, the deer come by and eat them. I hadn't even thought of it. So the plastic flowers.
So the deers are hopping the fences.
Well, the deers run the show pretty much.
Huh?
They can go anywhere and do anything they want. They poop all over the place and everything else.
Really?
Oh yeah, deer are everywhere.
So they're hopping the fences.
Well, they walk right in like they own the place, so they do.
That's interesting.
So, the flags are down already.
Well, yeah, it's been a week.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
But they had to get so much of them out of there so quickly after because, but still, you'll get the effect. But
the camera's recording. So.
Out here on Monday and then twice on Tuesday. I was told by Dean yesterday that if I choose to go to the Veterans Cemetery, I could have 3 people interned there.
You, Mom, and
maybe you.
Yeah,
might be an option. So I'm just saying that that's what I learned yesterday. So that's an idea.
There's Jen would probably get mad about that too.
What?
Can't do anything about it.
Well, I'm just, it's just something I was, it used to be that way, but I didn't know if it still was or not.
I have no idea.
But I don't know what the rules are.
And I don't know if the rules will change in the future.
Well, or will change, we don't know.
Inclined for God to come, or Jesus to come back down while we're still living and taking something.
Well, we might be living in that the way things are going.
It seems like it sometimes.
It's not as bad as World War I yet, but
no. Looks like they're waiting on me.
hadn't thought about the deer eating the real flowers.
No. That's why everybody leaves artificial.
Yeah, well, they stay brighter too.
Yeah. That's done down there. And that's being worked on there. That's being worked on down there.
It's worked on everywhere. They did it last year. They did a bunch too.
Or maybe not. Oh no, there. Yes, there you go. No, I guess they're not. Right now, at least. Let's see how I feel tomorrow when I go to church.
Okay.
Mom said they're starting a new
Series. Yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah.
They send it off to everybody you can. It's part of it too. So.
Just had trouble sleeping last night.
Well, it depends.
Wasn't pain
Sometimes-
necessarily, I just had trouble sleeping.
Sometimes.
Ketchup on stuff at work. Oh. Still thought about upgrading my phone. Because I'm starting to notice some stuff that I'm doing. My phone's having some problems trying to keep up.
License plate is that? Illinois, probably. Yeah. Here's all the plates. Doesn't look like they're open on Saturdays and Sundays anymore. Maybe their volume's not up. Well, it might be with Biden trying to ban everything. Might be a safe.